Hello, this is wmpyr here to talk about this knife right here, cold steel Kudu. And this knife has already been reviewed on YouTube by my many talented people that did a great job. So I don't want to waste your time or my time trying to act like a knife reviewer or something like that. So this is the actual knife here, and I want to talk about something different regarding this knife. Okay. So the first thing is, my understanding, there is at least two versions of this knife, and one has the ring, as you see right here. So my version has the ring, the other one doesn't. I made sure to get the one with the ring because, a friend of mine in college, he informed me, he was telling me that they shake the knife like this, and that sound that it makes is used to distract you. And as you're looking at that going, what the heck, that's how they get you. Okay, so that's why I made sure to get the one with the ring. He is certified in a system called Tripwire. Tripwire is based off of something called Piper. And Piper collects the criminal tactics. So over in South Africa, there are criminals that use this very knife, or the original version of, because this is Cold Steel's versions based off of the original, which I believe is called the Okapi knife. This one is the Kudu, Cold Steel's version. So they use this knife, pretty much my understanding, it's almost identical. They use this knife to attack people. So Piper collects all those different methods of attack in attempt to shed light, because in order to defend against it, you kind of have to know what they're doing, how they attack you. So that's the Piper system. And my friend is, like I said, certified in Tripwire, which is the countermeasure to Piper. Okay, so he was talking to me about it. He was like, "Dude, this is it's a cheap knife. It's really fun to be playing around with and mess around with, kind of like a bali song, kind of like a karambit. But you guys, make sure you be very careful, because it is razor sharp." So I seen so many people, tragically, they buy a karambit on Amazon, flip it around, and then they cut themselves really badly. So you don't want to fall into that. What I recommend is get like a folding knife that is a trainer folder. And right where the thumb hole is, put a ring so that you can practice that, and put a ring right there, and then you'll be able to get similar, not exactly the same, but similar effects to practice. So anyway, the closing aspect, you could just I like to put my finger all the way through the ring hole, and then as I pull, and notice my whole hand's over here on the back side, I push with the thumb, and then I can close it with one hand, no problem. Okay, so that's kind of the one hand closing method that I like to use. But from my understanding, they seem to prefer this, the ice pick, or the reverse grip. And unlike Filipino martial arts, they seem to like to do the stabbing type techniques more than the slashing. So Filipino martial arts tend to prefer more the slashing. So those are some of the differences, just what I gather from talking to my friend. Now, I am not certified or qualified in any way to be really teaching or explaining Piper or Tripwire. So please don't ask me. Okay, I'm here to just kind of talk about this and get this out into the public, so that you guys can know about its existence. And please contact my friend. He's a really good guy, and he's a very patient and highly intelligent and really good teacher, very detailed. But he is very selective about who he teaches this to, because this can be very dangerous. So it's something that he wants to make sure that you're teaching it to protect your family, and teaching it to someone who wants to protect family, friends, and loved ones. It has to be for a good cause, 100%. And so he has a CMOC Del Rio page. I'll put the link below, but his one of the styles that he studied was CMOC, and then he went into Tripwire, and both of those is because they kind of have the viewpoint of studying what the bad guys do. So that to him was a revelation. It was like, whoa, that was a huge deal for him to take it from the bad guys approach, you know, rather than from the typical self-defense approach or from a martial arts type approach. So that he really, really liked that, and that was a huge thing for him. So anyway, you know, for me, I just been talking to him about this, and it's a fascinating system. The knife itself is also extremely fascinating. Very, very interesting stuff. So that's it for now. Thank you for viewing, and take care, folks.